to you watching this, here to remind you, we've got this and everything is going to be okay. Did that relieve you? Because in the fifth dimension, we ain't worried. We ain't looking a little bit shaky, baby. There's no fear in the fifth dimension. That's where I am right now. We got a bird's nest up there, deep divers. There's no place I'd rather be than with the birds, bees, leaves, trees. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy, I'm sending you, deep divers. We even got squirrels over there. That's what happens in the fifth dimension. You're surrounded by sheer beauty. No lockdown here. Ain't nobody got time for that. No quarantine here. Ain't nobody got time for that. No face mask here. No, I'm just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. If you are watching this video, I'm here to remind you that you are enough. You do enough. You're doing better than you think. Give yourself more credit. You see, my entire life, I thought I wasn't enough. I thought I wasn't doing enough. Then I came to the fifth dimension and the universe was like, Ralph, you're doing better than you think. Give yourself more credit. Thank you, universe. This entire matrix, this entire system you were born into was designed to make you feel inadequate. That whatever you do, it's never enough. And this is why so many people wake up every single day hating themselves. But I'm here to remind you, you're doing great. And give yourself more credit. Because what we came here to do is to let go of society's expectations. And when you can do this, you arrive at the fifth dimension. Because you now know being free is your birthright. And you didn't come here just to fit into this shabby old society. You came here to realize that you are more than enough. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. I'm chilling in the fifth dimension, raising the frequency, raising the vibration, inhaling the good ass prana, baby. Breathing in the good ass prana, baby. The fifth dimensional earth has arrived. Only the chosen ones can see it. Only the 1% can see it. And that 1% right now on the planet is standing up for their freedoms. Is saying no to a 1984 totalitarian nightmare. The 1% are uniting to say, actually, being free is our birthright. And you're seeing it happen all around the world. People reclaiming their power, standing together, reclaiming their freedom, saying, actually, fear, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Because right now, we're in the fifth dimension. The new earth has been here for a long time. But only 1% can see it. And only 1% of people can get there. Of the population. Let me tell you a story. In 2006, I had a breakdown. The breakdown I had was to realize I had been living my entire life wrong. And this is the reason why I was unhappy. I had a dark night of the soul. I had to awaken to the matrix to see, actually, I've been living in a matrix. And this is what happens when you wake up from this dream spell, this dream cast. You wake up and realize, oh my gosh, I know nothing. And this is the birth of your great awakening, which ultimately leads you into a new dimension. Just like there are levels to this, There are dimensions to this. And it's all about awakening to the matrix. That from the moment you were born, you have been put into a system that was not designed to help you grow and evolve. It was designed to tame you, to control you, to make sure you never truly wake up, to make sure you never truly wake up to your grand power. But you see, in the fifth dimension, you wake up to this grand power. The 3D is ego association. The fifth dimension is unity consciousness. And only the 1% can see it. But this 1% is extremely powerful because the 1% can shift and are shifting the entire collective reality. Great things are on the horizon because for the first time, people are now realizing the power has been with us all along. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? I remember watching The Jungle Book. And there's a scene in The Jungle Book where these explorers, they go into this temple and they see all of this treasure, the gold, the diamonds, the rubies, and their greed, their ego mind says, hey, let me just take this gold and take this diamond and the rubies, and the door is closing, deep divers. And Mowgli is just there watching them. And they are so consumed by greed, the ego mind, the door closes, right? And they are trapped with all the gold, but they can't get out. You see, that's just a metaphor for how so many people live in the 3D. You see, Mowgli knew that he didn't have to get the gold because he was the gold. Slow motion this side. This is what happens in the fifth dimension. And the fifth dimensional earth has arrived. I don't have to chase the gold because I am the gold. I don't have to have diamonds. I am the diamond. I am rich, realizing I create happiness. The fifth dimensional earth has arrived because people for the first time are realizing they are the true co-creators. We are the creators. We can create worlds. I lived in Topanga Canyon, California for a long time. And I am like, oh my gosh. When I first got there, I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like you slip into a vortex. Oh my gosh. This place is like another earth. It is so beautiful. And you meet so many amazing people there. And we're like, gosh, this is a new dimension. This is the fifth dimension. It's a whole new earth. Right? And just as there is one earth, there are many realities, many levels, many dimensions. Many of us right now on the planet, we can feel the collective are afraid. But the 1% can see that actually there's nothing to be afraid of. And this is why there's been so much pushback all around the world, protests in the UK, all around the world. People standing in their power to say, actually, being free is my birthright. Awaken to the Matrix, which is out, right? The Matrix film is out, right? Well, the Matrix wasn't a film. It was a documentary. Slow motion this side. And in the Matrix, you have a choice to make. You can take the blue pill and you can stay in the ignorant sleep dream world, or you can take the red pill and awaken to the truth of who you really are, and you now become timeless. Many of us, we're caught in time, this man-made time, this artificial clock, which keeps people trapped. In the fifth dimension, there is no time. That's why I don't wear a watch. That's why I don't wear a watch. Because in the fifth dimension, ain't nobody got time for that. Literally. No pun intended, right? The fifth dimensional earth has arrived. Only the chosen ones can see it. Only the 1% can see it. That we don't need you. It's a world without you. It's a world without your rigid rules and restrictions. This is what the fifth dimension is all about. You see, in the 3D, there are all of these rules and regulations, and everything is very dense. It's a concrete jungle. In the fifth dimension, everything becomes lighter. You feel lighter. You have more space. You have more of a connection with who you really are. In the 3D, you are disconnected. And the 1%, the chosen ones, the deep divers who have really tapped into who they truly are, realize that actually we've been sold a lie. This whole thing is a stage show. It's all an illusion. In the fifth dimension, you awaken to the illusion. You realize that actually we don't need you. And this is why the 1% of the population are no longer dependent on the matrix, on the system. And this is what the fifth dimension is all about. You are now dependent on yourself and your soul tribe and your community that support you and guide you. The fifth dimension is unity consciousness. The 3D is ego association. And the fifth dimension has already arrived. It's already here. But not everyone can have access to it, because there is something you must do before you can enter the fifth dimension. What must you do? You must have your breakdown. You see, in 2006, I had a breakdown. And my breakdown was what we call the dark night of the soul. The breakdown was nothing more than the breakthrough. Slow motion this side. It was a letting go. It was a purge. It was a detox of this whole system. And I had derealization. Everything felt surreal. Oh my gosh. Then I started to awaken to the matrix, to say, oh my gosh, it's all a program. It's all a belief system. And this is why in the fifth dimension, like I told you, it's not about believing, it's about knowing. Because even in a belief, be in lie, you are still in the lie. It's about knowing it for yourself. The fifth dimension has arrived. Only the 1% can see it. The 1% can see that actually the people who are leading humanity don't even know themselves. And that's who you want to follow? They're not doing meditations. They're not doing inner healing. These people are mad. So in the fifth dimension, you don't follow people out there. You follow your intuition, and the intuition is the voice of the universe, which is you. You are the universe. You are the stardust. The fifth dimension has arrived. I can feel it. I can feel the love vibration. Can you feel the love vibration? I can feel the love vibration. I can feel that actually I don't have to be afraid, because when you are in fear, you lose power. When you are in love, you reclaim your power. You recharge your energy. You enter new frontiers. Life is a meme, deep divers. That's what the 3D is all about. That's the big joke. This whole thing is a big joke. Children know it because children are coming in the fifth dimension. But through education or the indoctrination center, let me call it that instead, right? The educational system, which programs them into the matrix. They slowly move from the fifth dimension, which is love, into the fourth dimension, which is about time. The third dimension, which is about fear and separation. So as a child, you come into this dimension on a very high frequency, but through the indoctrination, your frequency, your vibration is lowered to move you into separation, which is the ego mind. And this is why to awaken to the matrix and to have access once again to the fifth dimension, you must take a break from society. Oh, how did that feel? You must remind yourself, this system was not designed to help you wake up. This system was designed to keep you asleep. That's why there are distractions all around you. It's always to take you outside of yourself. The fifth dimension has arrived for me because every single day I'm reconnecting with who I truly am. I am that I am. I am not these labels society placed on me. I am not a nationality. I am not a race. I am not a religion. These are all man-made constructions. In the fifth dimension, you lose all of that. Many people on the planet who are drinking the Kool-Aid do not realize they have a choice. And this is the reason why a lot of people go along with Simon. Who's Simon? Simon says, do this, okay. I told you. The crowd is the matrix. Pardon? The crowd is the matrix. That's the 99%. The 1% never follow the crowd. They follow themselves. And that's what the fifth dimension is all about. You now give yourself more credit to say, actually, let me trust my intuition. Let me know that what I'm doing feels right to me and I'm going to honor that. You now say, actually, my body, my choice, my freedom. You now realize you can make a choice that is uniquely yours. That's what happens in the fifth dimension. You take back the choices. You realize the possibility is endless. I met someone the other day, deep divers, who's like, Ralph, you know, in my job, I have to take the 4th booster. I don't have a choice. I said, no. Of course you have a choice. But then I realized there's levels to this. Only 1% can see that actually you do have a choice. And you don't have to go along with their script. You can tear up their script and you can create your own. You see, right now on the planet, many people are starting to wake up, awaken to the matrix. We are the only species that pays to live and eat, yet we are supposed to be the most intelligent. Slow motion this side. Say it again. We are the only species on the planet that pays to live and eat, yet we are supposed to be the most intelligent. The fifth dimensional Earth has arrived because when you realize we don't have to work to put a roof over our head, that is our birthright. We don't have to pay for food, 7-day vegan challenge. We can grow our own. Like a lot of people think, oh my gosh, I got a place to stay. That's your birthright. This is not something you should just be celebrating about. This is what is yours. This earth is your home. You shouldn't have to stress every single day just to put food on the table. Because I told you in the fifth dimension, you have this epiphany, this realization that you are a co-creator. As a man thinketh, as a woman thinketh. It's instant manifestation in the fifth dimension. You visualize to materialize. You say, actually, it's already here. It's already here. Everything I desire is already here. And it's already here. I woke up one day, I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I want every single day. I'm going to enjoy myself. Your wish is my command. That's what happens in the fifth dimension. Instead of just saying, actually, there's only one way, you say, actually, the possibility is endless. And you say, I didn't come here just to survive. I came here to thrive. I came here to share with beautiful souls who make me feel like sunlight. The fifth dimension is all about community. You see, the reason why everything you see happening in the midst of a global pandemic, is happening is because human beings willingly, the people who are fast asleep in the 3D, they gave away their power because they didn't realize you give away your power when you don't connect with the totality of who you really are. You give away your power when you do not connect with the totality of who you really are. We have been socially conditioned to be separate from each other through nationality, race, religion. So you think you're this individual, and this is the trap. There is no individual. There's only one. And this is the fifth dimensional awareness that's already here. And it's so liberating. When you get there, come and meet me. You're already there, a lot of you. And the 1% can see it. The 1% can say, actually, wait a minute. How can you own a piece of land? Like how can you own something that was there before you? What? Slow motion this side. I said, how can you own something that was there before you? I don't think you heard me. I said, how can you own something that was there before you? It's not yours. You can't take it with you. You see, the 3D tricks us into thinking we can own the earth. We are children of Mother Nature. Only the 1% can see that. The fifth dimensional earth has arrived, deep divers. It's a wonderful time to be alive. When you remind yourself every single day, we are not victims. You are now moving into the fifth dimension. Life is never happening to us. It's responding to us. And when you remind yourself, you don't have to have a pity party. No one's holding you back. You are in your own way. You see, I told you, right? We have collectively created this world, this new world, right? But there's another new world we can collectively create. If we choose love over everything, if we choose to become heart-centered, if we choose to work together, that's how you enter the fifth dimension. It's community over competition. For the first time, people are now starting to realize this system loves nobody. And this system was never created to empower you, because otherwise, who's going to do the work? It needs slaves. It needs bots. It needs people to be dumbed down, distracted, and out of their power. Because if you are in your power, you no longer need them. It's a world without you, without rules or boundaries, borders or controls. It's a world where anything is possible. The fifth dimensional Earth has arrived. I've been to some remote places around the world, deep divers. I remember going to Dahab, the Red Sea, and it was amazing. I was with people who had left the concrete jungles all around the world, and they were living in a community, and it was wonderful. What was happening? They were in the fifth dimension. They were living off the grid. They were reminding themselves of who they truly were, not who society told them they were. The fifth dimensional Earth has arrived. There are people on this planet who are having a whole different experience than the majority of people. Like Ralph Smart. I wake up every single day with a whole bunch of grapes in my mouth, right? The fifth dimensional Earth has arrived. Only the 1% can see it. If you notice about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you can create your own coin. You can create your own economy. Because I told you, this monetary system has trapped people. We don't need their system. We can create our own. This is the fifth dimensional mindset. And I told you, it's a choice you have to make between fear or love. Those are the only two emotions, fear or love. And right now, if you really want to enter the fifth dimension, your heart has to be fearless. When love comes into the room, fear disappears. When fear ceases to be a part of your daily diet from the media. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared of Omicron. They pump fear into you to keep you in the 3D. In the fifth dimension, we already see the emperor wears no clothes. And this whole thing is a big joke. Life is a meme. And if you fall for it, you only have yourself to blame. The fifth dimension, you have the last laugh. You realize the Matrix is a joke. At that moment, you have your great awakening. And this is the reason why children aren't taking things so seriously. Because they know it's all a joke. That's why they play games. This whole thing is a game. And you awaken to your true power when you become the master of the board. When you become the master of your own reality. If you don't live your life, someone else will. The fifth dimension is where you say, actually, I'm going to do for self. I'm going to become an architect of my own reality. And then just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Beautiful deep divers. I'm just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everyone who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you are a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart who wants to model the clothing, well, go and buy some, okay? Add me on Instagram, Deep Divers, for more daily inspiration at Ralph Smart, at official Ralph Smart, and Facebook at Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters, and Snapchat. It's that good ass Prada, baby. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful, life-changing information just like this video. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook. They tried to bury us, deep divers. They forgot we were seeds. The fifth dimensional Earth has arrived. It's always been here, but only the 1% can see it. And to see it, you have to remind yourself, you have to open your eyes to say, actually, there is so much happening. There is so much happening that I'm unaware about, because you are only seeing less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum, which is 0.035% visible light. You are blind. So you humble yourself. You say, actually, I can learn more. And as you are a student, you begin to expand your knowledge. And this allows you to access the fifth dimension. Because in the fifth dimension, there are only possibilities. There is only learning. There is only up. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You! Leave a comment down below, deep divers, if you can feel the fifth dimensional shift happening, and give thanks. I'm alive. You want me to go live on this topic? Say, go live. Peace.